Hello, everybody. Hope everybody's having a wonderful Friday. Today, we're going to be talking about different types of AC units that are out on the market: single stage, two stage, and inverter technologies. I'm Deborah. I'm with ATEC Air and Heating, for those of you that don't know me. So there are different types of SEER ratings with those different types of systems: the single stage, the two stage, and the inverter. But the SEER is not as important as the type of compressor that you choose, the type of compressor for the unit that you choose. That is what will affect your comfort level the most. The SEER rating is the efficiency level of the unit that will help you save energy, but you're going to see the difference between, when I explain the compressor, is different from the SEER rating. So a single stage compressor is a compressor only goes one speed. It's always on 100, and it runs the refrigerant cycle at 100%, very fast, and it goes on and off, on and off, on and off. So when it reaches the temperature, it goes off, and because it's running at high speed, and it's always running at 100% of its capacity, except when it turns off, it usually will be several degrees over your set temperature, because when it stops, there's still refrigerant in the line from running at that speed. So it keeps your thermostat at usually not dead on. Also, you'll feel sometimes a little sticky, because the humidity, it doesn't remove any humidity out of the air. So when it's really, really warm and it's running and running and running and running, it's putting, it's not going to remove that moisture. All the cold air in the system is blown into your home at 100%. And the single stage models are usually between 14 SEER, 15 SEER, and there are 16 SEERs. We do carry a 16 SEER. Those are the efficiencies, with the different efficiencies. Each one is a more efficient unit based on the single stage compressor. Then there's the two stage compressor, which the single stage only comes in a split system. It has an air handler and a outside unit. And the two stage compressor also has a standard split system, which is an inside unit and an outside unit. The two stages are refrigerants flow at two speeds. They flow at low speed, 65% or less, and 100%, which is the second stage. They run on low most of the time, until you get a really hot day where the humidity is really high. Then it'll ramp up to get that humidity level up, or you have a door open for a while or whatever. So if your house all of a sudden collects a lot of humidity or a lot of heat, it will kick on high speed to remove that. Also, I said it controls humidity, so it controls temperature and humidity. A single stage unit will only control temperature. So that's another comfort level for you. The compressor kicks up into two stages, and when your thermostat drops below, when you press the temperature more than 4 degrees, it will also ramp up. It cycles a little longer, but is still very efficient, and a lot more often. So it will cycle a little longer than the other unit, but it will and be more frequent, but it'll be a little more consistent, not on, off, on, off. Then we have the inverter-driven compressor. The inverter is used, electricity is set into the inverter first and then the inverter will regulate regulates the refrigerant and how much electrical power to reach the compressor. So it regulates the speed of the refrigerant flow. So and most of the time, it can be as low as 35 to 40%. So when there's heavy demand for cooling, it can deliver as much as 120% of its rating. So for example, the mini split that we just put in, say it was a 1.5 ton, and it had 18,000 BTUs. A mini split so it's capable of that. But a mini split, Inverter Technology, it will, it can do up to 18,000 BTUs, but then it's also capable of doing 120% of that capability. So it has a much higher comfort level. Okay. Mini splits started with, or inverters started with mini splits driven compressors and moved on to a split system, which is really, really great. So one of the great things about a inverter system is your comfortability is much higher, and I'm going to explain to you why. When you have a single stage, these are the things I just did. The single stage 13, 14, 15, 16 SEER single stage compressors, it's gonna go on, and then it's gonna go off, and then it's gonna go on, and then it's gonna go off, and then it's gonna go on, and then it's gonna go off. Okay, so it's gonna go on, off, on, off, on, off. A two-stage is gonna start off on low speed, and it's gonna go up and down and up and down and up and down and up and down. So it's gonna go on and off depending on what it feels as far as the humidity level in your home. And then, sorry, I dropped my marker. Then we have the inverter technology, which is gonna be very consistent across the board. It's going to be able to handle all of your cooling needs a lot easier because it's going to be running more, but it's going to be able to ramp up or go down based on what the load is, and the inverter is telling it what to do. So this one uses a lot of electricity. The single stage uses a lot of electricity. The two-stage uses a little less but it is going on and off and on and off and on and off too, but and more frequent, but not to the point like this. It's giving you more comfortability, and as it has to remove humidity, and that it's adjusting to it. But the inverter technology is going across the board, running at that consistent speed, and removing the humidity and the making you more comfortable in your home, to the point to where this is much more energy efficient, saving you a lot of money because it's only running on a very low electric capacity. Now, if you live in a mild climate, these two might not be the best one. You might be okay with this one because it's not going to be going on and off trying to catch up with these hot, humid days. So because this one, of course, is less expensive than these. And but then depending on your comfortability and what you need for your home, whether it's humidity removal, it's more electric efficiency, such and such, these two might be the ones that you might be looking at to compare with for your home and for your family. So those are the three. It's single stage, double or two-stage compressors, and the inverter technology. Okay, and if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me or catch me in the DM. Thank you very much for watching my video, and I'll see you next time. Talk to you later.